Hi, Naomi. How are you? How are you, Naomi? Oh, you're connecting to audio. That's why I can't hear you. You're not in yet. Okay, unmute. Unmute. You're still muted, Naomi.
Now I'm not.
Wonderful. How are you feeling? You look great.
I feel every day I feel a little better.
That's wonderful.
They told me it's going to take time, but
Yep.
I'm in no rush.
That's okay. You look good. You're smiling. You're talking to us. That's all good signs.
That's right.
Did you have a good day?
I haven't been outside. That's the problem because they don't let me go out yet.
Okay.
So I have a doctor's appointment Wednesday. So we got actually, see, in the hospital, I couldn't walk at all. I was so worried. That's why I went to the rehab.
It was the right thing to do.
Now I look, yes, it was. But I mean, they got me 3 hours a day. I was on walking and doing whatever. But I can walk now with the walker, but my stairs to the car is like 50 feet. So we got a temporary wheelchair. And
Okay.
I'll get on that and Phil will drive me down to the car.
Okay. You know, it takes time, but as long as you're one day better, as long as you're better today than you were yesterday.
I think I am. I'm
That's
able to do things that I couldn't do before.
well, that's great, Naomi. I know when I had my knee replaced, it was one day at a time, and I was amazed at how quickly, once you start, you're like on a roll, and once you start getting better, you get better faster.
Well, you know, I woke up this morning and I had very strange dreams. And I woke up this morning and I said, I think I'm all right.
That's
And
great.
I tried to get out of bed and I said, no, I'm not all right. But this too will pass.
Yes. And you'll look back on it and say, I went through all that. Amazing.
You know, they said, did you ever see the incision? And I said, no.
Did you have what?
The incision, my back.
Do you want to see it?
So they have to take pictures. So do you want to see it? I said, sure. And I looked like, that's my back. But they had to do 3 places. But you know what? I'm alive. And that's what I have to be thankful for. Cindy, I don't see you don't have you're on video, right? I want to thank you for the card.
You talking to me?
No, you thank you for the card, but also Cindy.
Oh, okay.
Just tell our call after services.
Hi there. Go ahead. No, she's on services.
Naomi, I'm glad you're feeling better.
I am.
Good girl. Keep
Every
up the
day.
good work.
Every day.
Good. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
This chicken for your grill. Check out summer meal.
Now, my neighbor just had her knee replaced 2 weeks before my surgery.
Okay.
So we compare notes.
Okay. How's she doing?
She's doing unbelievable. She can drive.
She can drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she said she doesn't drive too far. Her son lives in Marblehead,
Yeah.
so she goes there.
That's wonderful. Now, when you can do things like that, you feel very empowered.
But oh, absolutely. And my car sits in the yard. And I said to Phil, did you start my car up? Is she all right? He said, yeah, she's all right. I said, she misses me.
Well, you can go, you'll be able to go and sit in her for a while.
Right. I'm on so much medication. That's what I don't like.
Well, you don't sound as groggy as you did a while ago.
Yeah, I know. But I'm on a lot of medication. And I don't like that.
But if it's what it takes to get you back to where you want to be, that's
Yeah.
fine.
You know, they look at the incision, they say no swelling, but there's swelling inside. Hi,
Oh,
my cousin.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You look great.
That's what Eileen just said to me.
You do.
well, look in the mirror, hon, and you'll see that we're telling you the truth.
That's
I
right.
make sure that my
Two
hair's
devices on
combed.
at the same time.
I can't hear anything.
The audio's probably shut off.
Hi, Irene.
Irene,
I am.
we
She
you.
can't hear anything. Hi, Irene. Can you hear us? I don't think she can.
Yes, I can. Hi, sis. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
See, did you know she was my sister too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. So that means we're cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. It's possible. If you're from Chelsea, it's possible.
That's right. We're all related.
We're all related somehow. Yeah, it's true.
So how's your beautiful granddaughter?
Which one? Oh,
You.
she's good. She's good.
Good evening, Rabbi.
Yeah, Eliana loves being with the girls.
Abby's coming here on next Saturday. She's
Hello.
Oh,
gonna
nice.
watch Maya Goss be bat mitzvah.
Hey, Naomi.
Oh,
Hi,
nice.
how
That's
are
nice.
you?
Good to see you. Good to see everybody tonight.
Good to be
Hi,
seen.
Rabbi.
Always
Hi,
good to be
sweetheart.
seen. Always good to be seen.
Yeah.
Did you go out today, Naomi?
No, because I can't walk. So,
Okay. Another little while you will.
well, I can walk, but from my stairs to the car,
Right.
Phil got me a temporary wheelchair, they're called.
Oh, good.
And I can go down, there's only 3 stairs. I can go down the stairs and he'll walk me. You better not let it go.
Well, you have to be nice.
He better not, or he'll have to deal with us.
That's right.
That's right. We'll all take care of him.
And
How is
so, because I have a doctor's appointment.
And how is our friend Phil?
Your friend Phil is fine. You got a
Phil
good
is
report
fine?
from his doctor. Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't get a lot of sleep because of me. Because I don't sleep. I am.
Off him.
It comes with the agreement, darling.
Well,
comes
you know,
with the
for better
agreement.
for worse.
How many years you been married?
22.
All right, 22 wonderful years. Amazing.
Almost 23.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Oh, you beat me.
How many years you married?
We're in the 20th.
Oh, that's a special time.
Yeah. Especially with 5 grandchildren. Stop smiling, Adele.
Hi, Adele.
Why can't I smile?
Because I saw the sinister look on your face.
Me?
Not you.
Me?
Not you.
Hi, Adele.
Hi, Sandy.
How are you, honey? You know, I forgot to tell you, I love your hair like that.
Oh, thank you. I'm thinking of getting it cut a little bit. I have an appointment this week. It's awfully long.
Is that the
I
COVID
know,
length?
it is.
Is that the
But it
COVID
looks
length?
good.
No.
COVID length, right?
No.
Just something
You
new?
look good. You look pretty. You
Thank
always
you.
look pretty.
Oh,
Even if you had
Sandy.
short hair.
Sandy, that's why I'm not going to say you're my favorite cousin, but you're my favorite cousin that grew up in the same house. Female that grew up in the same house as me.
That's right.
Have to be careful.
Very lucky.
What street did you live on?
Bloomingdale.
Oh,
Yep. And Adele and Naomi lived upstairs. We were on the first floor and they were on the second floor.
mhm.
It's nice.
And I ride by that house and I said, oh my God, what they done to that house.
I know. It looks good.
Looks good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wanted to go in one day.
I know if we knock on their door.
Yeah. And I said, no.
I rode by Henry Street a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
Beachmont.
can you tell
No.
about the cottage?
No, I'm like, that's the house. I'm like, I think that's the one.
So
Funny.
Yeah.
we had a summer home in Beachmont. We lived in Chelsea and we had a summer home in Beachmont, which was like a minute away.
That always amazed me. Morty lived in Malden and they lived in Winthrop in the summer.
So we had this lovely cottage that we had 11 people living in the cottage.
Wow.
It was
With
all
one bathroom.
one bathroom, all bedrooms, and a very, very, very large kitchen.
Yeah.
And when my grandfather used to shave, he used to use Noxzema. So we could all smell the Noxzema.
Oh my God. Noxzema for shaving? Oy vey. I could use
Yep.
barber
It was
soap, but I
nice.
don't know about Noxzema.
Yeah. But we have good memories.
After
Didn't-
7.
we did not have a-
Absolutely.
We did not have a TV. We just went to the beach every day.
Someone want to call it?
Oh, 7:00.
It's time to begin our service. It's 7 o'clock. I will ask everybody to please mute your microphones and we'll wish everybody good evening. Happy Sunday. And to all of you joining us tonight on Facebook and YouTube, good evening to you as well. This is Temple Ner Tamid in Peabody, Massachusetts, where we have our Mincha service, which is abbreviated to an Ashrei and then the Mourner's Kaddish. And then we'll go right to our Marav service, our evening service. So we welcome everybody this evening on this Sunday. Ashrei Javetecha, Od Yalucha Selah. Ashrei Mshkakalo, Ashrei Mshnei Lahabtila, Lidavi, Aramim Kalahai Malchu, Hashim Kalalam Vebechom Pchecha Balashim Kalalam Vaed. Gadol and Loma, Veligdoroto in Cheker. Doi Shabach Masacha, Gbaratecha Yagidu, Adar Kavoto Decha, Vedibre Niflatecha Sicha. Bezuz Rotecha Yomeru, Ugdulatcha, Asaprena, Zecher up to Chayabi, Ubitzitcha Chayranenu. Chanugra Chumarana, Yarachapamo Seb, Tobanalo Cobra Chamarva Coma Sab, Yoduchana Coma Secha, Chasidecha Yivarchucha, Kivo Malchucha Yomeru, Grat Chayda Beru, Lil Dil, Leodam Gavuro Tabak Forodam Malchut, Malchut Chamalchut Kol, Olamim, Memshat Kabakol Dorba, Dorsamech, and the Foreign of Lim, Vizo Caplach Wolfim, a ne Kolalacha Yosaberu, Veteran Hematoch Lambito, Potech, et Yadech, Amaspil Chairat, on Sadiqa Nebachor, Rabachasibachoma Sab. Karover Nalacho, Karab Lacholoche, Bemet, Ritson Yoav Yasev, Yachabetamish Mavioshi, Shomer Nai Kolababe Kolashim Yashmi, Tilatan Naidabepi, Vivarech Kabasashim Kachale Lambaed, Vanach Nerebarachia, Meataverolam, Hallelujah. And now, those of you that are saying the Mourner's Kaddish, if you wish to join me for the Mourner's Kaddish, you may open your microphones You may join me as we say the words together. Yitgadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbah. V'alma divrach Hirute. V'amlich malchute. V'chayechon uvyomechon. Uchaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala ubizman kariv v'yamru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach la'olam ulomei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei v'kudisha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya V'chayiv aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Time for the Maruv service. If you wish to join me for the Baruch Hu, you may open your mics. Otherwise, as soon as we're done with the repeat, please close your mics. Adonai Hoshia HaMelech Yaneinu V'yom Koreinu Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevarach Baruch Adonai HaMevarach Leolam Va'ed. Please mute the microphones. Barayim Balayla Golelo Mipnei Chosh Bechoshep Mipnei Or Mavir Yama Maybe Laila Mildibin Yama Bain Laila Nights Vochimo El Chai Bekayam Tamidim Locha Aleinu Leolam Vaed Baruch Atadonai Amari Varavi Mabat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Hafta Torah Mitzvot Chukim Mishpatim Matan Limata Ken Nalahin Bashopin Fumenu Nasich Bechochach Benismach Bedivro Torah Tacha Betzvodach Leolam Vaed Ki Heim Chayenu Beyorech Yameinu Behem Nege Yomam Valayla Beabat Chaltasim Imenu Leolamim Baruch Ata Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. If you wish to join me for the Shema, you may open your mics at this time. Shema Yisrael Adonai Please mute your microphones at this time. Baruch Shem. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lebavcha b'chol nafshecha b'chol mo'odecha v'hayu hadbarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'beitecha v'lechtecha v'derech v'shafpecha uvkumecha Ukshartam laot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha v'hayim shemoa tishmoel mitzvotai asher nachim mitzvotchem hayom levad nedlechem v'chol v'chem v'chol nafshem v'tzat metartzim v'tamei chosh v'tzat v'negad v'tzat v'tzat v'hish v'tachanit v'tzadach v'mashpel v'alta v'sabat yishum v'lechem penip tel v'chem tzad v'tzad v'chiyushivit v'chem v'charavan v'lechem v'tzad v'shemay v'layim v'tabah la t'tendi v'la v'tamei meyar t'tavah shen noten lachem v'tzam tzarel al v'chem v'yam l'shem hashem v'kshetem atom liot agichem v'yirut otava b'nenechem v'nemartem v'tamei p'nechem v'berbam v'shivtava v'tech v'v'dav v'derech v'shavchav k'mecha Uktatamam zopetecha v'sharecha l'ma'an yirbu yimei v'yimei v'nechem al adama asher nishbaran al avotechem lateit lahem kimei hashamayim al haaretz v'yomer Adonai el Moshe lemor Gaber el b'nei Yisrael v'yamarta alehem v'yasu lahem tzitzit al kanfei bigdehem l'dorotam v'nadnu
על ציצית הכנף בטיל תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית וריתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם, אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים אני, אדוני אלוהיכם, ואמרנו כל זאת בקרם עלינו כי ירונה אלוהינו ואינדורותינו ונח ישראל עמו ועדיין מהמלכים מכינו הגודל מכף קורצים, אוהל הנפרע לנו מצרינו, והעם לא שלם וקבול לכל אבינו שיננו, עושה גדולות עדי חניכה ונפלאות עדי מספר, ועשה נפשנו בחיים ולא נותר מות רגלינו, עמד וכנו הבמות אבינו ברמקרננו על כל שונאינו, עושה לנו ניסים וכמה בפרעה, אותו מופתים בפניכם, המכה בבורתוך על בכורי מצרים, ויוצא את עמו ישראל מתוך חירות עולם, המעביר בניו בין גזרי ים סוף, את רודפיהם ואת שונאיהם בתמות טיבה, וראו בניו גבורתו שבחו והודו לשמו, ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה בני ישראל, לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ויאמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף מלכותך רב בניך בוקר ים לפני משה, זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר כי ברנה את יעקב גלה מהחזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גואל Yisrael. You may open your mics and join me for the Hashkibenu in English together. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again our sovereign to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your counsel. Save us from your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation and sorrow. Remove the evil force that surrounds us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and pardons us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going, grant us light now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian.
Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people, Israel.
And we'll ask you to please mute your mics. Hashkibeinu Eloheinu l'shalom, v'amedeinu makeinu l'chaim v'rosolenu tzkat shlomecha. V'takninu b'yatzot tova milfanecha v'asheinu l'man shemecha v'hagim b'adenu v'semi aleinu oyev deva v'cherav v'yagon. Yaseh sotam milfanenu me'achareinu v'tzel konefecha tastirenu ki el shomreinu matzanenu ata ki el melech hanun v'rachum ata u'shmor tzeitzenu avoinu l'chaim u'shalom yata v'yad olam baruch ata Adonai Shomer Amo Yisrael Ad Baruch Le'olam Amen V'Amen Baruch Hanei Mitzion Shechin Yerushalayim Hallelujah. Baruch Hanei Elohim Elohei Yisrael Osan Epilod Levodo Baruch Shem Kvodo Le'olam V'Malei Kvodo Kol Haaretz Amen V'Amen Yehi Kvod Adonai Le'olam Yitzmak Le'Bamasa V'Shem Adonai Mevorach Mitav Le'olam Ki Lo Yitash Adonai Et Amo B'Yavor Shmo HaGadol Ki Ha'el Adonai Lasot Etchem Lo La'am V'Yar Kol Ha'am V'Yiflu Al Pneihem V'Yimru Adonai Hu Elohim Adonai Hu HaElohim V'Hi Adonai Melech Al Kol Haaretz V'Yom Hahu Yehi Adonai Echad U'Shmo Echad Yehi Chasdech Adonai Eloheinu Kasher Yechadu Lach Oshienu Eloheinu v'kavseinu b'atzeret min hagoyim lodot l'shem chodshecha l'shtabech b'tfilatecha kol goyim asher asita yavou v'yishtachu lefanecha Adonai v'yikvodu l'shemecha ki gadol ata v'yaseh neflot ata Elohim levadecha v'enachnu m'cha b'tzom maritecha v'nodeh lecha le'olam l'dor v'adonai seper tfilatecha baruch hanai bayom baruch hanai balayla Baruch Hanei b'shachbeinu, Baruch Hanei b'komenu, ki b'yadcha nefashot ha'chaim v'yametim asher b'yadom nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish בידך אבחית רוחי פדיתה, אותי אדוני אל אמת. אלוהינו שבשמיים יחד שמך וקיים מלכותך תמיד. ומלך עלינו לעולם ועד יראו עינינו וישמח ליבנו ותגל נפשנו בשמתך באמת. ואמור לציון מלך אלוהיך, אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. כי המלכות שלך היא אמת תמלוך בכבוד, כי לנו מלך אלא אתה, ברוך אדוני המלך בכבודו, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד, ועל כל מעשיו יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון. וביום איכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבם מברך, ויעלם עולמי עולמיה, יברך וישתבח. יפר וירומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעילם מן כה בחטא ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה מהירם בעלמא ויאמרו Amen. The meter will be silent. I'll say it softly. If you wish to join me, you may, if you can keep up. Otherwise, say the words on your own, say the words in your heart, the words from your own Siddur. Adonai Tzvatai, Baruch Eloheinu, Eloheinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Elohei Gadol, Hagibor Venera, Elel Yom Gomel, Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chazei Avot U'Mevi Gorei B'nei Lebnei B'neihem L'man Shema B'Yaba, Nelech Ozer V'Gei Mashim Again Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Abraham. Ufoked Sarah, Ataki Bole Manai Machametim Atabrab Loshia, Nechal Kelchem Bechesed, Mechayemitim Brachamim, Rabim Somech, Loflim Brafech, Olimoterusarim, Unkayim, Unatol Shenia, Farmicha Mochabak, Brot Mitamalach, Malach Memitum, Chaimatzmech, Yeshua, Veneman Talachim, Baruch Atah, Nai Mechayemitim, Atakadosh, Vishimcha Kadosh, Dogodoshim Bechayim, Luchasal, Baruch Nai Ha'el HaKadosh, Atah, Chanel Adam Da'at, Olamet, Enosh Bina, Chaneinu mitchadei yavin aviyaska baruch atah Adonai chonein hadad ashivenu avinu toratecha v'gabeinu malkeinu leberotecha v'chatzirenu b'tshuva shlema lefanecha baruch Adonai harotzeh b'tshuva slach lanu avinu ki chatamanu ki machel malkeinu ki fashanu ki machel v'salech atah baruch Adonai chonein amebelis loach Reina Veina, Varivari Venu, Golenu, Merana Banchmecha, Kazakata Baruch Adonai, Go El Yisrael, Rafaenu Nai, Venera Fahoshienu, Venivashe, Yakit Ilatenu Ata, Yaleru Fashema, Lechomechotenu, Virutson Venechan Alahenu, Vilotenu, Shetalach me Rabbi Fashima, Mina Shemaim, Frata Nefesh, Frata Guf, Ekola Cholim, Chavarim Shalim, Min Ner Tamid Viet, Bitoch Shechole Israel. וחזק את ידי חוסקים בצרכיהם, כי המלך רופא נאמן ורחמן אתה ברוך אדוני רופא חולי עמו ישראל ברך עלינו לענו עלינו את השנה זו בכל מיני טובות לטובה ותן ברכה על פני האדמה וסביבנו מטובה וברך שנתנו כשנים הטובות ברוך אדוני מברך השנים תקר בשפע גדול לחירותנו ושנס לכבד גבורתנו וקבצנו יחד מבא כנפות הארץ ברוך אדוני מקבץ צניחי עמו ישראל השיבה שופטנו כבד שנה יעצנו כבת חילה ועשר ממנו יגבנה מלך עלינו אתה אדוני בדרך בחסד ורחמים בצדקנו במשפט ברוך אתה אדוני מלך אוהב צדקה ומשפט ולמשים אל תהיה תקווה בכל אשר כרגע תהווה בכל אויביך מהרה יחרטו והזדים מהרה יתעקר ותשבר ותמגר ותמכניע במהרה בימינו ברוך אדוני שובר אויבים ומכניע זדים על הצדיקים ועל החסדים ועל צדיקים כל בית ישראל ועל פליטת צוואריה והגר הצדק בימינו ימונה רחמך אדוני אלוהינו כפן צחוק טוב וכל הברוכים בשמך באמת ושמחה חלקנו ועמהם ולעולם לא נבוש כי בך בטח וברוך אדוני ושאנו מבטח לצדיקים וירושלים ברכה ברחמים תשוב ותשכן בתוכה כאשר דיברת ובני אותה בקרוב בימינו בניין עולם וכיסא דוד מהרה תוכה תכין Baruch atah Adonai bonei Yerushalayim et samech tabidi avarcha meirat atzmiach v'karon tavrim b'tshuatecha ki l'shuatecha kibinu kol hayam baruch atah Adonai matzmiach keren Yeshua shma koheleinu Adonai Eloheinu chus v'rachem aleinu v'gabeh barachamim v'ratzon et tefilotenu ki al shomea tefilot v'tachninim atah u'milfanecha malkeinu rekam al tishivenu ki atah shomea tefilotam chabar Yisrael barachamim baruch Adonai shomea tefila retzei Adonai Eloheinu v'imcha Yisrael filotam Yeshevet ha'vedad v'beitecha u'zevirotam be'avat ha'kavel b'ratzon u'tehir ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha v'techa ze no'eineinu b'shimcha l'tzion barachamim baruch atah Adonai המחזיר שכינתו לציון מודים אנחנו לך שאתה עונה אלוהינו ונותן לנו בצור חיינו מגן ישנו הטהרות ובדור נודה לך נספר תהילתך על חיינו המסורים בידיך ויעל נשמתנו הבגדות לך ויעל ניסך שבכל יום עמנו ויעל נבלותיך וטובתך שבכל עת ערב בוקר והצהריים הטוב כי רוח רחמך ברמכם כי לא תמוך חסדך מעולם קיווינו לך ויעל כולם יברך ויתרומם שמך מגן תמיד לעולם ועד בכל החיים ידעוך סלע ולא שמך באמת האל ישועתנו ועזרתנו סלע ברוך אתה אדוני הטוב שמך לכנה להודות שלום רבה ישראל עמך בכל ישרי תבל תשים לעולם כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך ברוך אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. And now the silent, I should say the personal prayer after the silent Amida is now read aloud. If you wish to join me, we read to the word Redeemer and then sing Oseh Shalom together. My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah, that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav. Oh, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. All Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. I'll call Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. I'll call Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. I'll call Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. I'll call Yisrael. V'yimaru. Amen. May the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us. All the people of Israel, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, and all who dwell on God's earth, and we together say,
Amen.
Amen. Time for the Misha Bera for those who are ill. If you wish to name someone who might need a refuah shlema, a prayer for healing. When I stop, say their name, and then please re-mute your microphone. Misha Bera chavotena Abraham Yisrael, Rivka Rachel V'Leyahu, Yivarech V'Yarafei et.
Kenny, Anita Rizzo, Bob Cecil,
Johnny Arnold,
Howard Weinberg,
Eric
Aaron
Mokoff,
Escobar,
Dr. Kurt
Marie
Farber,
Finger,
Barbara
Arlene Sugarman, Ann
Rafael
Rum,
Lucretia
Angela
Rosario.
Volante, Bill
Sandy
Fishman.
Berman, Grace Sherman.
Naomi Chaya Bat Sarah Bracha.
Jeanette Cohen, Judy Wise, Mel Ossar.
And if all the names have been mentioned, please remute. Ekol hacholim b'kila kedosha hakadosh baruch hu yimalei rachamim aleihem lahachazikam urafrotam v'yishlach lahem me'era v'refuah shlema min hashamayim v'frat hanefesh v'frat haguf b'tok she'echolei Yisrael ashta b'garav zman kori v'nomar amen. May God bring blessing and healing to all those mentioned, all those we know of, and those we do not know of who are suffering illness within our congregational family. May the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and to vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being together with people everywhere who may be ill. Misha Be'erach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Be'erach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Yigaral v'yikara shemei Rabbah, v'yama divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayichonev v'ymechonev v'cherechol Beit Yisrael, b'galav izman kari v'yimaru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach, le'olam v'lo me'omaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitlav shmei kodesha. B'richu leila min kol b'chata b'shirata tush b'chata b'nechamata damiram b'yama v'yimru. Amen. Tikabal sloton v'oton d'cho Yisrael kadam b'vohon d'vishmai v'yimru. Amen. Yehi shlom rabba min shemai v'chaim aleim v'el kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mravav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. You may open and join me. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latekeru la leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama. Shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu koreim, u'mishtachavim, u'modim lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Notes Shamayim, Yoser Haaretz, U'moshav Yikaro B'Shamayim Nigmal, U'shchinatu zo B'gavei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Eino Emet Malkeinu Ebezulato Akatu B'Torato V'yadata yom v'hashevota elevavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim imal v'yal haaretz mitach areino.
Okay, Lord.
Ki amog jagahir metim loch gadol kagat b'tacher naim loch le'olam va'ed v'nevar v'hayad Adonai l'melech ha'koharetz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad. Ushemo echad, Ushemo echad. We'll ask everyone to mute unless you're saying the Kaddish. For those of you saying the Kaddish this evening, who wish to say the name of a loved one, or if you're remembering someone tonight for a yortzeit, please say the name.
George Kaplan.
Charles Epstein.
Robert
Get
Sherman.
Toby.
Harriet Cohen.
In tribute to our loved ones, we invite those mourning now and observing a yortzeit to rise and to join me in reciting the words of the Kaddish. Here we go. Yit gadal, yit kadash, shemei rabbah. V'yalmad yidrach yimutei, v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon yomechon, u'b'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'yamru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Bevarach Olam Olomei Omaya Yiparach Yishtabach V'Yipar V'Yitromam V'Yitnaseh V'Yithadar V'Yithaleh V'Yithalal Shemei D'Kudasham Barichu La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbachata v'nechamata da'amiram v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'romavu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Did I hear someone saying Kaddish tonight for a yortzeit? Is someone saying Kaddish tonight for a yortzeit? No? Okay, who would like to read the Psalm for Monday?
Merle Schulman's on.
I have it.
You do, Merle?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to read then the Psalm for Monday for us, please? I'll do it with you. You do it back and forth with me.
Okay. You want
Start
me to
with Great is Adonai. Start as Great is Adonai.
Great is Adonai and highly praised in the city of our God, his holy mountain.
Splendid, sublime on the north is Mount Zion. Joy of all the earth, city of the great sovereign. God is known in her citadels as a refuge.
The kings conspired and advanced, but when they saw her, they were astounded.
Panic stunned them. They fled in fright, seized with trembling like a woman in labor, shattered like a fleet wrecked by an east wind.
What we once heard, we now have witnessed in the city of Adonai Tsebaot, in the city of our God.
May God preserve it forever.
In your temple, God, we meditate upon your kindness. Your glory, like your name, reaches the ends of the earth. Your right hand is filled with beneficence.
Let the mountains of Zion be glad. Let the cities of Judah rejoice because of your judgments.
Walk all about Zion, encircle her, count her towers, review her ramparts, scan her citadels.
Then tell her story to later generations. Tell of our God, who will guide us forever. Thank you very much for doing that. At this time, we are going to turn things over to Mona Pesaroff, who is going to say a few words about the season, and then she'll read for us the Psalm of the season. Mona? With your mic open. There you go.
It's open.
Okay.
As most of you know, I grew up in New Jersey. My earliest memories of the Yanim Noraim is going into Elizabeth, where my Orthodox grandmother lived. We were the only ones who ever left the city to move to the country. The rest of my father's siblings all stayed in Elizabeth. We would go to the little shul she went to and see the rest of the family. When I got older, my parents joined a conservative temple, very much like ours. We would always go to the second service because there were two services, an early and a late. We're not early morning people. And leave as soon as junior congregation was over. And then go to see my grandmother. I always liked going and hanging out at temple with my friends and listening to the melodies. Fast forward to 1977. Sam and I were introduced when he accepted the job up here, or was about to accept the job up here. And we were killing time for the spring and summer because we knew he would be moving. to take the position as cantor at Temple Ner Tamid. We really didn't think the relationship would last, but he did invite me for that first Rosh Hashanah. I remember sitting next to Vicki Moorheim in the front row. Sam had also invited two of his female friends who were living in the Boston area, and people were trying to figure out which one was the girlfriend. I remember really enjoying this service, especially listening to Sam Dobbin. The high holidays have always been my favorite holiday. I love sitting 5 to 6 rows back on the right side, surrounded by the same people every year, with my kids sitting on either side of me, trying to make me a little crazy. When they started reading Torah too, it made me even happier. I loved knowing that I had such a familiar place to feel like home. When Alyssa was in college, she didn't want to sit in those seats anymore because she wanted to sit with her friends, the Krinskys. We crossed over the aisle to sit with them. Another good memory of people trying to figure out where we went. Sam's 31st Rosh Hashanah here was particularly memorable, and not always in a bad way. He was under hospice care at our home. I'll never forget Debbie Colton and Jake Goldstein coming to our house to blow shofar for him after Rosh Hashanah services. He actually surprised them by having me get his shofar, and he blew it for them. It was amazing because he was very weak. By Yom Kippur, Sam was at the Kaplan house and not really awake. For Kol Nidre, I played a CD that a cantor friend had sent us because we needed to hear the haunting melodies. I know he heard it. On Yom Kippur at about 1:30, so many people started coming into his room. How comforting that was to know that so many people cared that much. I remember sitting in chairs outside of Sam's room with Jeff Newton. He was talking, and I remember telling him that Sam would never die that day because it was way too important a holiday for us. At one point, I walked out to the front desk to say goodbye to someone. The receptionist asked me who all these people were. All I could answer was family, because that's how I feel about the temple. I still feel these holy days are so important. Might not be the same as before, but I do know I am still surrounded by my family. After 43 years, how can it be any different? And I need to thank Rabbi Perlman for getting Alyssa back involved. This makes me so happy.
It was our pleasure. She's a really wonderful young lady that you brought up, and so you should be very proud of what you did.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mona, thank you for those beautiful words, and for those that are joining us from other places, your husband, of course, Sam, was the Chazan at Temple Ner Tamid for how many years?
31.
31 years. 31 years. He became a mohel, and he really did some beautiful things in this world. So thank you for sharing those memories with us.
You're welcome.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Modeling.
I'm sorry?
I hope they weren't too modeling.
Oh, they were beautiful. Thank you. The whole idea of this is to put us all in the mood of Elul, and you're doing it. You really are. So let's do the psalm together. You and I will do it back and forth. All right?
Okay. Adonai is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? Adonai is the strength of my life. Whom shall I dread?
When evildoers draw near to slander me, when foes threaten, they stumble and fall. Though armies be arrayed against me, I have no fear. Though wars threaten, I remain steadfast in my faith.
One thing I ask of Adonai, for this I yearn, to dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of my life, to behold God's beauty, to pray in God's sanctuary.
Hiding me in his shrine, safe from peril, God will shelter me beyond the reach of disaster and raise my head high above my enemies.
I will bring God offerings and shouts of joy, singing, chanting, praise to Adonai.
Adonai, hear my voice when I call. Be gracious to me and answer. It is you who I seek, says my heart. It is your presence that I seek, Adonai.
Do not hide from me. Do not reject your servant. You have always been my help. Do not abandon me. Forsake me not, my God of deliverance.
Though my father and my mother leave me, Adonai will care for me.
Teach me, Adonai. Guide me on the right path to confound my oppressors.
Do not abandon me to the will of my foes, for false witnesses have risen against me, purveyors of malice and lies.
Yet I have that I shall surely see. I have faith that I shall surely see Adonai's goodness in the land of the living. Hope in Adonai. Be strong. Take courage and hope in Adonai.
You want to give it a shot, or should I do the Hebrew?
Oh, you can do it.
All right. Lule hemantin ropa tuvnai beretz chaim kaverna chazak v'yametz libecha v'kave el Adonai. By the way, for those of you that want to download this psalm, it is on your Thursday announcements. You can download it from there, and if you want to print it out, you can get a copy of it and read it every day. And now, for those of you that are saying the Mourner's Kaddish, you may open your microphones and we'll recite the second Kaddish together. Together? Yit Gadal, Yit Gadash, Shnei Rabbah, Bialma, Kibra, Kibute, Biamlich, Malchute, B'chayechon, Uvyomechon, Uchaye, B'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, Ubizman, Pari, V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mubarak, La'olam Ulomei Omaya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yipa'ar, V'yitroman, V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar, V'yit'aleh, V'yit'halal, Nei Kedusha, V'yichud. Le'ela Mikol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbachata V'nechamata, Da'amiran V'alma V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Romavu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. We'll ask everyone to please mute the microphones at this point, and we'll turn things over to our president. My mouth isn't working right now. We'll turn things over to our I must have done the Amida too fast tonight. Adele Labarsky with our announcements. Adele?
Erev Tov, everybody. Rabbi, thank you for leading us in services this evening. And thank you, Mona, for sharing your thoughts with us. It was beautiful. I just want to remind everyone, services are Sunday night through Thursday night at 7 p.m. Tuesday is lunch bunch at noon with Rabbi Perlman. This will be the last lunch bunch until after the holidays. Rabbi has lots of things to do in between those days, so we're giving him a little reprieve. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't still be studying on your own. You can always study on your own. You have to be a lifelong learner. Next Friday night, services are at 8. Next Saturday morning, we will be celebrating the bat mitzvah of Maya Goss. She is the daughter of Liza and Donald Goss and the granddaughter of Sherry and Steve Brass. So this will be our first members Zoom bat mitzvah. So I encourage you to come and join us. And Havdalah next week, this blows my mind, is at 7:54. Do you remember the weeks I said it was 9:17? So now it's 7:54. You should have received information about picking up a Machzor. If you're interested in picking up a Machzor, we have 3 different dates when you can pick up a Machzor. There'll be a survey that will go out again. We will very soon also be sending out information about the services, the services times. I just have to remind everybody that this is approximate times. We have never, ever, ever done services on Zoom before. And so as a result, it's just going to be a guesstimation. So we don't know, but I'm sure they will be as spiritual and enlightening as they always have been.
I can tell you this though, we'll hit that shofar note for the end of Yom Kippur. I guarantee that. Whatever that last minute is, that's where we'll hit the note.
Okay. Also, Slichot services are on Saturday evening, September 12th. The service is going to be led by Rabbi Bernie, Rabbi Perlman, Rabbi Eli Perlman, and Cantor Manny Perlman. So that should be great. And Tashlich is on Sunday, September 20th at 2:00 at Crystal Lake in Peabody. I went by there today. It's just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful venue, so to speak. And there's lots of places to stand. There's grassy areas. There's big rocks that kids could stand on. They could really see the shofar. And so I think that it'll be a very much nicer place personally. I think much nicer place than the brook that we go to, Proctor Brook, or when we used to go to Brooksby Farm, this is much nicer. So I invite everyone to join us. And don't forget, tzedakah, and Erev Tov.
So just so you know, you're looking at Crystal Lake right now, just so you know, that's the picture of the place. One quick little final thing we want to tell you too is that this high holiday season, we are giving aliyahs out in a different manner, as you'll all know. You're going to get a note about this. Because we're not opening the Ark and carrying the Torah, we're asking people to be included in the service. We want our services to be as interactive as they possibly can be. We want you to be a part of the services. And so there are parts going out in the mail. I think this week, I think they should be going out in the mail, right, Mimi?
Tuesday morning, the latest,
Okay.
hopefully tomorrow.
So the parts that have been assigned will be going out. And when they do, please respond as soon as possible, whether you are certainly going to take it or not. If you're not, we need to pass it on to someone else. So you'll be getting notes about that as well. But Adele, I hope you didn't mind my putting that in there, but it's important that we get everybody.
Never mind.
It's so different this year. It's so different. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. All right, time for the final blast. Everybody close your eyes and think about where we are, where we've been, and where we're heading. Lila Tov, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Mona.
Rabbi.
That was wonderful.
Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Sandy.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh,
Good
no,
night,
that was
dear.
great. I enjoyed listening to you. Brought back a lot of nice memories.
Thank you.
I know. Very nice, Mona.
Thank you.
So Merle, I know your site is right around the same time as my father's. You're on mute. You're muted, Merle.
Unmute your mic.
Okay. That's so bizarre.
I know.
That they were friends and played cards in Chelsea and their yard site is around the same time.
And my mother worked